Hey everybody, it's Beth, and today I'm making a pumpkin shelf sitter. I used 3 of these wood rounds from Walmart. They come in a 4-pack. This chunky piece of wood, some raffia, Spanish moss, and a couple of stems, all from Dollar Tree. Sage chalk paint, white acrylic paint, and hot glue. I started by painting the wood rounds with this sage color chalk paint, and I did 2 coats, drying them in between. I didn't bother painting the backs of them, which I'm kind of regretting. I wish I did paint both sides, maybe a different color on each one. But for now, I just painted them on one side only. Next, I took the white acrylic paint and painted the piece of chunky wood, and I painted the entire thing, and I did 2 coats on that. And then once the wood rounds were dry, I took the white acrylic paint and kind of dry brushed lines on the sides of them and then lines in the center of them, kind of making it look more like a pumpkin. And then next I took one of the rounds and put some hot glue on the bottom and hot glued it to the wider side of the chunky wood in the center, more towards the front. And then took my next one and kind of did it at an angle a little bit behind the center one. And I did the same thing with the other pumpkin. So the ones on the outside of the center one were a little angled. And then I took the stems and I used my miter shears that I got from Amazon and just cut those stems right in half because they were a little too long for the size pumpkins. And then hot glued one to each of the pumpkins. Next, I took the raffia and just took a few pieces and tied it into a knot to make a little bow. So I made 3 of those and trimmed them up so they weren't too big and hot glued them to the stem of each of those pumpkins. And then the last thing I did was took my Spanish moss and hot glued it to the very front of the pumpkins on top of the chunky wood, so the stand. So just hot glue that into place and then trimmed up the excess. And that's it for this project. Super simple, but looks really cute. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video.